not. But under no circumstances will you ever hear me say, Kobe ain't that good. Kobe wasn't this. Kobe wasn't that. And it makes me wonder what's really going on. You know, I'm not asking anybody to be a fan of this young brother. Because if you're not a fan, I'm good with that. I mean, again, I didn't like Kobe Bryant. And here's another earth-shaking fact. I'm not a fan of Michael Jordan. At gunpoint, if you hear me say Michael Jordan is overrated, understand there's somebody near me with a gun to my head. Because no sane person would say, oh, no, man, Michael Jordan, no, he ain't that good. Because that's just damn foolery, man. And with that being said, I'm also not going to say LeBron James has equal talent. I'm not going to go as far as to say it's damn foolery. That's your opinion. But I just vehemently disagree with the fact that LeBron James has help. To address the friend that I was talking to about this, he was trying to tell me, if you go down the list of the first 3 Bulls, LeBron James is better. His team is better. Now, let's do that. Bill Cartwright was the center. Tristan Thompson is the center on this team. Tristan Thompson is a limited offensive player, and he's limited with the rebounds that he gets. Bill Cartwright, before he ever put on the Bulls uniform, was a 24-9 NBA All-Star. Bill Cartwright. Bill Cartwright it wasn't a lottery then, but Bill Cartwright would have been a lottery pick. He was picked very high in the NBA draft. Before he got to the Bulls, he was 24-9, and I am currently looking up his stats with the Bulls. This is just for example, Bill Cartwright. First year, 12-6. Better than Tristan Thompson. His next year, 19-8.5. Next year, 20-10.5. The following year, 24 and as a matter of fact, I read that backwards. Let's go. His rookie year, 25.5 and 15. Then he went from 20 and 6.5. Then he was 19-8.5, which for his entire career, he was a very solid ball player. This dude was a 3-time NBA champion, an NBA All-Star in 1980, and an all-rookie team. So this lets you know that Bill Cartwright was more than a journeyman basketball player. When he got to the Bulls, was he that? Hell no, he wasn't. Hell no, he was not. But if you look at his career with the Bulls, I'm quite sure he averaged about 8 to 9, maybe even 10 points a game with the Bulls, and about 5 or 6 rebounds. And if you remember anything about the Bulls, you will remember the Bulls' method of scoring. They would get Bill Cartwright the ball the first 4 or 5 times up the court to establish his ability to score in the post. So you got a dude who gave you about 6-7 rebounds a night in his elder years, and you also have a guy who he gets 6 rebounds and 9 points, 6 rebounds, 9 points, 6 rebounds and 9 points throughout his Bull career. But for his entire career, he's a 13-point, 6.5 rebound. 13 points, 6.3 rebound player game. Now when he's with the Knicks, he's 16 and 7. Tristan Thompson. If Tristan Thompson was given that to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he would be way more than they expect. This dude's making $15 million a year. He's not cracking double figures in anything but minutes played. So let's move over to the power forward position. You have Kevin Love. People confuse this Kevin Love that we watch every week with the Kevin Love that was in Minnesota. Sorry, people, that is not Kevin Love. That's not the Kevin Love that we're watching presently. But with that being said, Kevin Love this season was a 19-11 player. If I'm not mistaken, he was a 19-point, 10-11 rebounds a night player, and he made the NBA All-Star game. Now, I did a little research on this, and I wrote it down. As a matter of fact, this season he was 17.6 and 9.3. I was wrong. So 17.6 and 9.3. For his career, he's an 18.11 rebound a game player. On paper, that's better than Horace Grant. Horace Grant never put up those kind of numbers. We would never expect that from Horace Grant. Now, the difference is Kevin Love isn't that player that we see get 30 points and 20 rebounds a night. And when he was getting 30 points and 20 rebounds, he wasn't even making the playoffs. And I don't want to hear this nonsense about that's the Western Conference and it was tough and blah, 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 because guess what? Moses Malone took the same type of team Kevin Love wasn't making the playoffs with to beat Magic Johnson in the first round and lost to Larry Bird in the NBA Finals. He won 3 league MVPs. When you get 20 rebounds and 30 points, you should be in the MVP conversation. You shouldn't even be. It shouldn't be a situation where you're an afterthought. Just imagine that. 30 points, 20 rebounds, and you're not even in the MVP conversation, and that's part of the reason I have issue with people who criticize LeBron James, because this is a dude he's been doing his thing since he walked in the door. Now, compare him to Horace Grant, though. Horace Grant, his career with the Bulls, he averaged 12 points and 8.6 rebounds. Now, while he was with the Bulls, he was 12 points, 8 rebounds. That's just a little under Kevin Love, and he was not a focal point. You had to wait till Michael Jordan get through shooting. You had to wait till Scottie Pippen got through shooting, and then Horace Grant and Bill Cartwright would get the scraps. There were no plays run for Horace. Horace had that foul-line extended jump shot, and that was it, the 18-foot corner jump shot, and that was it. So if you can get this many points and this many rebounds doing that with the Bulls, and one thing about Horace Grant that you will never accuse Kevin Love of doing, and that's playing defense. I am not a Horace Grant fan. I'm not just sticking up for the dude. It's just Horace Grant would get denied in that situation. So now we got Bill Cartwright better than Tristan Thompson. We got Horace Grant better than pound for pound, better than Kevin Love. LeBron James is in a whole other stratosphere than Scottie Pippen. So let's not even go there. But what we'll do is allow LeBron James and Michael Jordan to cancel each other out. George Hill is a better all-around basketball player than John Paxson. If you're going to say basketball player, yes, George Hill is a better basketball player than John Paxson. But the problem is George Hill does not do his job the way John Paxson once did his job. John Paxson was a consistent outside shooter. If you can tell LeBron James that you will get, you can give him John Paxson, who's going to be shooting about 32 to 40%, 32 to 38% from the three-point line, and he's going to be as consistent as if George Hill was as consistent as John Paxson, we wouldn't have a problem. George Hill isn't. He is not. George Hill is making an exorbitant amount of money, and he is, I think, younger than John Paxson. John Paxson, and even if you want to say Kyle Korver, when John Paxson retired from the Bulls in 1993, 1994, he was 33. Kyle Korver is 37. B.J. Armstrong is younger than Kyle Korver also. Craig Hodges. These three guys were consistently hitting shots, and that is the difference. If you listen to Undisputed, shout out to the homie Shannon Sharp and the Big Shit. If you want to listen to Shannon Sharp and take what he's saying, or listen to Bill Belichick, all we need you to do is your job. And these young men are not doing their jobs. And I'm not a LeBron James apologist. LeBron James pouted, and he should have went into overtime like we gonna get him. That's a fair assessment of his behavior the other night. But please, as we say in Chicago, miss me with that nonsense about how LeBron James needs to do more. What more can you do? 15 rebounds, 51 points, 9 rebounds, or 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He should have got 10 rebounds and 10 assists, right? Exactly. See, at that point, we're nitpicking. Now, I'm not here to be in LeBron James politics. But what I am here to do is say, the few times that LeBron James don't get back on defense because he's pissing and moaning to the refs, he needs to cut it out. LeBron James laying on the floor trying to get the dramatic pause, probably resting because he's tired and trying to front it off, which is cool, but he needs to cut that out. All NBA players need to cut out turning to the ref after every time a foul is called or anything of that nature. I'm sick of every 450 guys doing that. 450 guys doing that. So are there things about LeBron that I don't like? Hell yeah. He's a drama king. He over-exaggerates. He's looking for approval too much. I get it, people. It can be annoying. But if you're going to look at the basketball player and say he overrated, he a bum, he's a B, he's a P, then at that point, as my daughter once said, y'all doing the most. Y'all doing way too much. I continue to quote the great Barry Bonds by saying, if you will watch my career and say you don't like me, when it's over, what you'll be forced to do is say, I missed the parade. Because me as a sports fan, I was not a fan of Kobe Bryant. Every time that man let that ball out of his hand, either dribbling, passing, or shooting, I was hoping he was going to miss. I was hoping he was going to pass or get the ball stolen on the pass, or I was hoping he was going to dribble the ball off his foot. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not a fan. But you know what? It didn't stop me from watching one Laker game because the brother was cold. He was cold-blooded. He was a cold-blooded assassin. He shot a little bit too much for my taste. The reason I'm not a fan of Allen Iverson, the reason I'm not a fan of Michael Jordan, the reason I'm not a fan of Russell Westbrook, the reason I'm not a fan of Kobe Bryant is because I don't like value shooters. So I can't be a fan of theirs if they don't play the style of basketball I like to see. But if you telling me I missed that, I was sitting there going, I hope he break his leg. He's a punk. He's a mug. No, I was just rooting against him. But I watched every moment of it, man. I watched the boy whole career, rooted against him every game, and I was like, man, this dude is cold, though. And I wasn't even rooting against Michael Jordan at Kent. I just don't like a lot of guys shooting. I wasn't rooting against Allen Iverson. I just don't like all that damn shooting. I like facilitators. That's just my preference. But under no circumstances, in no bizarro world will you hear me say that Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, and Russell Westbrook are overrated. Even though I do think Russell Westbrook basketball IQ does need a little tweaking, and that's coaching. And if he's open to being coached, you can get that out of his game. But with that being said, I'm not gonna sit up and say, man, this dude Russell Westbrook, man, I don't know. He's a bum. He's a scrub. He's a this. No, he's not, because the brother is good, and that's just it. I mean, I ain't gonna miss out on it. But obviously, people want to sit around and hold on to their youth and say LeBron ain't this and LeBron ain't that. Another thing that bothers me about these NBA finals is it's people who allow the television to do the thinking for them. And what I mean by that is this. Now all of a sudden, black folks is mad that other black folks in the athletic arenas are cocky. I mean, I've never played on the NBA. I've never stood on the NBA court. I have played basketball with an NBA player. But I'm from the hood, man. And being from the hood, listening, playing basketball my entire life, what I have noticed is we brag, we talk crazy. We as we call it in Chicago, we signify. You hit a shot, we talking crazy. You miss a shot, we talking crazy. We talking about you, we talking to you, we saying this, that, and the third. We coming at you full force. It's part of our culture. And for you to get mad at Draymond Green for being cocky, unless you were one of those brothers that was running up and down the basketball court just quiet and doing your job. I don't want to hear that.